Good afternoon. It's feeling cold today, but the temperature is set to drop over the next 24 hours or so. A grey, murky start down in Greenwich, as you can see here, and it stays pretty grey this afternoon as well. Now, you can see here the cold air filtering south over the next 24 hours or so.
Hello there, good evening. It's been a rather mild March, but as we get to the end of it, we're suddenly talking about the risk of snow, and that's because we've got this front moving down across us overnight. As it does so, it's mixing with some very cold air, so there may well be a wintry mix through the night. May see some slush on the ground tomorrow morning.
Good evening to you. Spring is on hold. In fact, it is cold enough out there right now for some of us to be seeing some snow. This was the scene earlier on for a weather watcher in West Yorkshire.
And such a contrast to last week where we were enjoying warm weather. Now it's really cold.
A bit chilly for early risers, that's for sure, at Assad. And the next couple of mornings are going to be particularly cold and frosty. Not only cold weather, we could see some wintry weather as we go through tonight. But now, as we get into the weekend, temperatures will slowly start to rise. It's certainly a cold start to the weekend, but we start eventually to pick up these westerly winds. So certainly as we get into next week, the temperatures will climb. We should be back up into double digits. With that, the chance for some rain at times. But before we get there, it's cold. Assad.
Well, it was good while it lasted, wasn't it? That burst of early spring warm weather, but it is just around the corner. It's back to more familiar chilly territory this week, with even a touch of snow in some places. And Alex is here. So spring is gone, winter's back, right?
Mary, you're sounding like an unhappy customer. I'm
Money
sure there
back,
are quite
please.
a few of those around at the moment. But yes, it is certainly feeling a lot like winter out there at the moment. In fact, if we take a look at these pictures from today, well, these guys have got the right idea. They've got the winter woolies back out. Yes, this is Weardale in County Durham, where they saw around 1 to 3 centimetres of snow falling in places. Scenes like this, more like of January or December, you might say, and it makes last week's very fine weather seem like a long time ago. Well, why is it all happening? It's because of a change in air mass, and we're going to take a look at that right now. And of course, last week we had the orange colours over much of the UK. Jet stream's been on the move. It's going to the south now, as you can see, and that is pulling down that cold air from the north, and it's going to really dig in as we head through the next few days. So, as I say, unpack those winter woolies. You will need to wrap up warm. The night times are going to be quite chilly, and there is still the possibility of a few bits and pieces of snow coming as we head through this evening and overnight. And as a result, and we're going to take a look at this in much closer detail in my forecast, the Met Office have issued some weather warnings for snow and ice.
OK.
Could turn a touch on the wintry side as we head through the small hours of Thursday. But you can see showers developing across Scotland and northern England, and particularly out towards eastern parts is where we will see further snow falling in places. Chilly temperatures as well, dipping below freezing. So there will be some frosts and also some ice to deal with. And that's why the Met Office have issued a warning for the risk of ice in these areas, as you can see, as we head through the small hours of Thursday into tomorrow morning. And also it includes a little bit of snow in places. So it could be quite slippery on surfaces as you head out the door tomorrow. So perhaps allow some extra time for your journey.